STL's, are you ready? The STL's Pot Chef Ultimate Infused Showdown is back. Bigger competition, bigger crowd, more cash prize. Think your dish has what it takes to win the crown? Vendors, this is your chance to get in front of a hungry, high-energy audience ready to support. Showcase your brand, build your network, and sell out. Limited spots available. Apply now at stlspotchef.com. Pull up, show out, claim your spot. Hello, hello, we're back and live with it. We are going to show you the outcome. You know, you like to see before, and now we're going to show you after. So this is the before. And now
looks a little messy. That is, that's the gelatin that you're seeing, but that will go away once I hit it with my whisk.
Okay, so
you can take it off the heat. Once, really all you're doing on the stove is melting everything down. The sugars and everything, just mixing it together. That's all you're really doing on the stove is just melting it down.
Okay.
So my favorite flavoring is the Laurian's flavoring. They're pretty true to what they say they are. I don't have many flavors that I don't like for them. I think orange is like the only one I did not like.
How much are you putting in there?
Right now I'm just doing half a teaspoon of each. If I was doing a whole order, I would do a teaspoon of each. But you don't need much because the flavors are really strong. I can't think. Emulsion? Maybe it's an emulsion.
And that one is
flavoring.
strawberry.
This is strawberry.
Okay. And what is that again?
It's flavoring. It's like a baking flavoring. They have ones that you can use for baking also. But it's just a way to add flavor to your cooking. Like I said, to avoid the Kool-Aids and the Jellos, this is what I use instead of that.
And why do we want to avoid that? Why is that so important?
I just feel like it can't, well, the sugar content is higher, but also you have all the extra chemicals and just whatever they put into the Jello stuff. So this way you have less chemicals, you know it's going in it, and I feel like it reduces the mold content and stuff. Like these will stay good for months, and you can add another mold inhibitor to it, but it doesn't really, they go too quickly to have to worry about any of that. So I am going to add just a couple drops of food coloring, and then I'm going to whisk it. And again, you don't need much, but everything is all made up, so you can add as much or as little as you want.
Now we're getting the whisk on.
That's whiskey business.
For sure it is.
That's some comic relief in the back, you know.
So the gelatin just tends to bubble up and look a little gross, but once you whisk it, it melts in.
Okay. And how long is this entire process?
If you're gonna make the gushers, you can plan on spending a couple hours, just because you have to freeze the gummy and get the gummies hard and then scoop it out and then put the middle in, then put it back in the freezer and then take it back out and then put the top on it. So then it'll take a couple hours. But if you're just making these regular gummies, probably about an hour just to go melt everything and go through it.
Okay.
I'd say probably about an hour, but you can put them in the refrigerator or freezer to have them set up quicker. Or I just let them sit out for hours because I like the way they look better when they just sit by themselves, and I don't know what the word to call it when they get solid, I guess. I just like how they look better when they're not in the freezer. When they go in the freezer, they just look more opaque, I guess is the word I'm looking for.
Okay.
But that's not a necessity. So it is much quicker if you put them in the freezer to have them solidify.
Okay, so what are we doing now?
So now I'm just going to pour it into my squirt bottle so I can fill those molds real quick.
Okay. And this is just a regular squirt bottle?
Yep.
So we can fill those molds?
It's got a target. Okay. And then this is the easy part, actually, is filling the molds. I just got them in here so it's easy travel for the way home. Now watch you make a giant mess. Yep. And also because it's so hot, it's going to be a lot runnier. If you let it cool down a little bit, it will not run as fast. It'll run slower. So it's a little easier to manage if it has cooled off a little bit.
But how long do you let this cool off before you start putting it in the squirt bottle? Because I know you can't put, you know, we all know you can't put things too hot in a plastic squirt bottle.
Yeah, I would normally let it cool off a little bit more. But I do it while it's still warm, just not smoking hot like this is.
Okay.
But it'll be okay. You can see it steaming on there.
What is your favorite thing to infuse? Whether it can products, whether it's in food or snacks or whatever.
I like the sweets.
Oh, so you're a sweets lover.
Yeah, I am a sweets lover. But I do think the gummies are probably my favorite. Just because you can make so many different flavors, there's so many different options, and there's so many fun molds that I can do flowers for springtime, I can do skulls for Halloween, so there's just so many different options of what you can make with it. But I do love cake. I love infusing a cake.
What type of cake you like infusing?
Well, I'm going to do an almond cake for the next competition.
Oh,
I'm going to do an almond cake.
Yeah, I heard it here first.
With a violet syrup.
Okay. Yes. Oh my gosh. I'm already sold. I don't even like almonds, but I can't wait to try it.
It's so good. It reminds me of poppy seed muffin, except for it's a cake.
Oh.
So I also just have some finished gummies here, just to show you, pop them out. I started these earlier today, but it's been a little warm. But these are coming out okay. I was afraid they were going to be stickier.
Oh, look at that. Right, hold it to our cameras too.
Over here?
Yeah, I got over there, where? Everywhere.
I'll just set that there for now.
That's a big
one. And then this is these are gushers. So we're gonna see if we can get one out without it tearing. So these I will loosen the top on first just to try and keep it from splitting, but oh my gosh, it came out perfect. So this is a little gusher. You can see how it's darker there in the middle. Okay. So that's going to be the gusher part. And you can see the little bit of the line where they come together.
Yeah, look at that.
Do you use any oil or anything to prevent them from sticking?
No, you don't really need it because they're going to be slippery anyway from the coconut oil in it. So they don't really need, some people do grease them down, their molds, but I found that I don't really need it just because the coconut oil makes them slide. But if you are having a problem getting the gummy out, if it's starting to tear, it's not set up all the way, and that's when you can pop it in the freezer to get cold again, and they're easier to get out.
Okay.
When they're cold, usually. That's why I had them in the freezer downstairs.
Nice. And there you have gummies.
Yay!
And tell everyone where you can find more information about your products.
I post a lot of pictures on Instagram under the Sully Infusions.
Spell that. You know, a lot of us can't spell like that.
It's SULLYIED Infusions.
I'm gonna put it down here.
Yeah, we'll have it all in there. I'll give you the recipe and stuff too.
Yes.
And I love to share my knowledge. So if you have any questions or any problems, I'm more than willing to help.
Slide into our DM.
Yeah.
Questions only. We don't need no other stuff in the DM. Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
It's fun.
This was the first cooking demo that we, decided to do. We've had so many people slide in the DMs. I want to learn how to make gummies. I want to learn how to make gummies. Boom, you got it. It's for free. It's by an expert. Jessica with Sully Infusions. This is Erica with the Pot Chef. Check us out, STL Pot Chefs. Our events is coming up in St. Louis. Check us out at stlpotchefs.com. Thank you. Have a good one.
Bye.
Year 1, legendary. Year 2, sold out energy. Year 3, we're turning the heat all the way up. The largest infused culinary showdown St. Louis has ever tasted. Top tier chefs and creative, next level infusions, 3 winners, 3 cash prizes. And this time, we're giving away even more prizes. Exclusive vendors bringing flavors you won't find anywhere else. Dab bar with delicious flavors to sample. Hourly raffles all day, including a chance to win a pair of St. Louis Cardinals tickets. Fun game, 420 patio vibes, 420 roof energy overlooking the Grove. Photo booth moments you'll post before you even leave. If you missed the first two, don't make that mistake again. Early bird passes are now live. Year 3 will be bigger. Be there Sunday, April 19th at the Handlebar for the STL's 3rd annual Ultimate Infused Showdown. Early bird passes starting at $20, $45 for the tasting pass, or $75 for VIP. Prices go up at the door. Secure your ticket at the table now at STL's